Welcome to my channel where I talk about guitar stuff and maintenance and repair stuff. I'm a guitar tech. Alright guys, so today we have these AS50 Ibanez. But these are sick. These are really cool, built extremely well. This one has had some modifications. It's got the Spurzle tuners. Client brought it over, and we realized that the frets are actually pretty flat, and one of the things that he was complaining about was his intonation. Flat frets will actually affect your intonation. So that's not how you get gigs. Some guys call it a fret level, call it a fret dress, level, crown, and polish. It's the same thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna level the frets so they're all the same height, and then you go back and then you crown them. So, cool, let's get started. What causes flat frets or just fret wear in general? Aside from the obvious, if you're playing it a lot, that's the main thing. The other thing that I do want to bring up, you have a lot of string manufacturers out there using harsher and tougher alloys like cobalt and you know, I mean, there's so many out there, but just I want everyone to be aware that if it's a harsher alloy, meaning metal, going up against your nickel fret, you're gonna wear out your frets a lot faster than you would if you were just using regular nickel wound strings. The other thing I wanna bring up is when people leave too much, these are lock-in tuners, but when you leave too much excess string, you can see the wiper effect. As you're turning it, it's actually scratching the finish. Here they are, crowned and polished, up to 400 grit. So now I'm going to move on to 600, 800, and then steel wool. Did he say steel wool? It's so bad for your guitars. If you're a dummy, then it's really bad for your guitars. If you're a responsible adult, then you're probably fine. Time to clean the board. I'm gonna use a little naphtha. Nice and clean. Okay, so I got my feeler gauge here, which is at 0.018, which is the height that we want here, and you can see it bumps into it. So this is just too low, which happens. Nuts are like frets. At some point you're gonna have to replace them. So what I want to do first and foremost is clean that slot. And then what you can also do is, I'm not going to do it, but you can use electrical tape because it's vinyl, I believe. So super glue doesn't stick very well to vinyl. And what a lot of people, techs, will do is they'll literally put a piece of tape here, kind of creating like a little dam, and then they fill it, and then they just dab the super glue. But I just like doing it this way. and I feel like I just have more control over it. So I literally just fill that slot full of the dust, grab my super glue, and dab. And again, you want to be really careful. And then I'm gonna get a little bit of accelerator, and this immediately dries that super glue. That's rock hard. What we want is this to be as close to the feeler gauge as possible without bumping it up. Cut down to where I think it should be, and then I angle the file to follow the string path towards the tuner, because if not, you'll get weird ass sounds. Be patient with it. It's not good to keep doing it, the filling in. There's like a teeny bit of space, but it's like dead on, which is what you want. Add a little bit of lube to all the slots. Now obviously it makes sense, you only want to do this once you're happy with the nut height. Cool, there it is. Fret level and a setup on this really cool Ibanez AS50, and it sounds great, it feels great. They're made in Japan. They were made in Japan. You can't beat them. Cool. Alright, that's it. If you guys like this video, or if you guys have any questions, comment. I'll try to get to it. If you're talking shit, I probably won't reply, not because I don't want to. I love talking shit, but I just don't have time. Like, subscribe. I also have a weekly blog over at my website, which is www.modernguitartech.com. And yeah, I go a little more in depth in there. And till the next video, y'all. Peace out.